Yooosin! What's going on, guys? Today we're back with another one of our patented Hunt-A-Killer Blair Witch episodes. This is Season 2, Episode 3. You guys kind of remember what's going on in our last one?
I was going to say, I know it's been a minute since we tapped back into this, but
it has been a minute. From what I remember, there's the super neutral guys going off, right?
They always are.
Yeah. They
honestly always are. So.
Okay.
What a vague response.
Yeah, they always are. They do.
They are. Like every episode we hear from.
They do things.
Well, basically, from what I remember, one of them was lost, right? And
there's a group lost, but yeah, one
of
the main people is lost, and we're trying to help one of them find the group.
Okay. Well, let's dive right in. What do you say?
All right. Yeah, no, figure it out.
We got the
super neutral.
Just all in one this time.
All in one.
Super neutral. This is hefty.
What you got?
It's a doll.
Kind of creepy.
It's a doll.
Kind of creepy.
Found something already.
Hunted.
I'm gonna leave.
What does it say on there?
Hunted.
I don't like that.
I'm not trying to be creepy and look up the skirt. I just have to look because it says.
So you just made yourself look creepy, but in reality, it's in the hat.
Yeah, no, I seen it in the hat, so I had to check everywhere. That's all.
The past.
Ooh.
Past wives. There's
I thought that was Seth Rogen when you first opened it up.
No, it's like a secret pop out.
I was gonna say there's no
Okay,
way.
we got our letter. I'll read that.
I was about to say, is that it?
And then we got a book.
We got some papers in here as well.
And that's it.
Well,
all right. Well, let me
start
at the top, right?
You guys have a bad habit of throwing things in these videos. And
no, but this is just
How do you know there's not a hint written inside of it?
You want to know what? Let's double check.
You do that. I'm gonna read. Hey, investigator. I'm still out of breath. I just got back. Got to write this all down while it's still fresh in my mind. I only just made it back to the motel. Right after we heard the dispatcher talking about the van on the radio, I ran all the way out to the Eastern Access Road. When I arrived, that deputy, Gail Cooper, was already there. I told her I thought the van might have been ours, even though I wasn't sure at first, to be honest. It looked like it had been sitting on the side of the road for 20 years. The body was all rusted, the upholstery ripped it to shreds. To say it was undrivable would be an understatement of the year. Of course, I opted out of the insurance, but I'm sure James will handle that after we get him out. But then I saw that creepy doll Ray bought Emma as a souvenir, just dangling from the rear view mirror by a piece of twine. That clinched it for me. That's proof something strange is happening here. Gail stared at me like I was nuts when I told her it was ours, that we just rented it a couple days ago. She insisted it couldn't be. It was just some old hunk of junk. Told me it was far from the first person to come to Burkittsville looking for something in the woods, that this had to belong to one of them. She even asked me for the rental contract, which I didn't have because, of course, it was in the van. She refused to let me in, but at least I wasn't as belligerent about as Lanny has been. There's some good news, though, or at least less worse news. The tow truck showed up while I was trying to get in, and when Gail was distracted, filing out the paperwork and getting it hitched, I managed to snag a camera bag out of the back seat. Good thing I did, too, because Emma left me messages. Some she meant to, and some she probably didn't. Some audio they must have captured on their phones has been auto-uploaded to the website. And there's also a bunch of pages all shoved into one of the ration boxes. Looks like she and Ray were recording everything that happened to them. They wrote on pretty much every scrap of paper they had, one of which was the filming permit, which was denied. They lied to me about getting approval to come here. Maybe they just really wanted to be a part of this. Maybe I pushed them. Maybe they, like me, just thought we were better prepared. I shouldn't have let them go without me. We'd seen what happened to everybody else who went missing in the woods, but I thought we knew better. I thought they'd be okay. Read the script I sent you, Nick's now, obviously, and you'll see how naive I was. I've looked over everything, and I think Emma and Ray are trying to tell us where they've gone now that they're not at the van anymore. They've left part of the map, but we're going to figure this out. We need to find the other half first. Looking through everything I found, I think it must still be in the van, and the van, well, that's in the police impound lot. Landing hasn't been a barrier so far, and he's not going to be now. Nevertheless, if I'm going to do something as dangerous as this, I'll need to know exactly where I'm looking before I go in there. Once you know where to find it, look for where in the van to look for the next clue. Send the location to me in the chat box at superneutralpodcast.com. There's the password. Please hurry. I don't know how it's happened so fast, but they're low on supplies. Get back to me as soon as you can.
So we're looking for the other half of the map that's somewhere in
Okay, and this is the ration box with
Yes.
the paper she was talking about.
And
this
there-
is all the other things.
Already.
There's some writing on there.
It's writing. Right here.
Oh, with some dashes.
Oh,
Code.
code maybe?
Code. Which was in one of the boxes, I believe.
Alright, well, Brandon figures out that code. I'm going to dive into whatever this is. It says Super Neutral Special, Welcome to Burkittsville. It looks like a script for the show or something. And I also have State of Maryland's Burkittsville Sheriff's Office. I don't know what this is. It looks like an incident report for a vehicle, but okay, I'll go through both of them. So for the Welcome to Burkittsville Super Neutral podcast, the cold open. Ed, he says, preparation is key for anything, but especially for a supernatural encounter. Up against a vampire, you know a stake to the heart or some garlic will do the trick. Got a werewolf problem? Stock up on silver bullets. But how do you prepare for something like the Blair Witch? James. Or more realistically, the very real dangers of hiking in an unknown territory. Not only are there environmental dangers like wet rocks, cliffs, and harsh terrain, but there's also some pretty dangerous fauna in Maryland. Get your bear spray, Ed? I actually do, James. Good to know you're prepared. Welcome to Supernatural, the paranormal podcast that pits a believer. That's me, Ed Barrett, against a skeptic like me, James Durant. And there's nothing on the back, so that's just like the intro to their podcast.
That wasn't very
Fascinating.
But like, you know.
I did my best. I was trying to be two people at once. All right. Now this looks like a police report. Reported as a recovered vehicle. Incident type: found vehicle. There's a case number. Gail Cooper is the filer. Action report: vehicle towed by Hall of Fame. Location was the Eastern Access Road. Plate missing. It says what kind of car it is, color, blah, blah, blah. All four deflated and rusted. Front left punctured with nail spine. That's the tires. The interior was significantly damaged. Peeling of the seats. Damage from wildlife. Unknown vicious substance. Other, radio missing. No complaint offenses recorded for this incident. The vehicle was discovered abandoned on the Eastern Access Road at the entrance to the Black Hill Forest, called in by a park ranger. The van was heavily infested with mice, roaches, and other vermin and will be fumigated upon arrival at the county impound lot. Remains of a rodent-like creature with spines and hair were found underneath the passenger's seat. Due to its decomposition and scavenging of other local creatures, we were unable to identify the animal. The interior of the van had mold growing on the back. Several food containers were left to rot and were covered in an unknown vicious substance. All windows were broken. The exterior paint was scratched off and rusted in many places, consistent with the aging process when left to the elements. Two distinct sets of footprints were in the surrounding area, both coming from and leaving in multiple directions. One set seemed to circle the van several times. Animal footprints of some sort of a rodent were also found only on the muddy northmost side. The owner has not been identified, although a tourist approached officers at the scene of the discovery claiming to have rented the van within the past week. This scenario is considered highly unlikely due to the poor age condition of the vehicle. And then it's just Gail Cooper is the reporting officer.
Nothing about the map and where it's at.
Nope.
No, but this is like telling us where they found the car and shit when we find the map.
I just want
The northmost side and like all the sides that it's telling us the Eastern Access Road, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
So then this also, I don't know.
Hey!
Oh, you're doing this, I forgot.
Yeah, him's is busy.
What'd you do?
Rude.
Did you do this?
I mean, I have stuff to read. I can read.
Yeah,
I
please.
have my voice.
Let me work
This
on this.
is oh no, you go ahead, John. Did that come out of the ration box?
I think it did because it was folded up.
All right, because all that's ration box.
Yes, it did.
Oh. Okay, well then I'm also taking this.
And this.
No, yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm taking yeah.
Just not this.
Fine, you can keep that. All right, so I have the Maryland Parks and Wilderness Commission Ranger Incident Reports. April 4th, a 34-year-old man identified by artifacts on his person was found drowned in the eastern fork of the creek. Rangers believe it is likely he slipped from a rock overlooking the creek and fell to his death. The man's body showed a state of decay that suggested being left in elements for over a year, despite the fact that he was only reported missing 2 days prior. The body was removed from the location by the coroners.
Who died?
I don't know, 34-year-old man.
He said who died?
April 10th, I believe. A hiking couple arrived at a ranger station and reported one of them had suffered a snake bite from a timber rattlesnake. It is a known hazard. Rangers had antivenom on hand and were able to successfully administer it. The victim is expected to make a full recovery. April something. All the dates are kind of rubbed off. A youth group from St. Dimas Church reported the theft of 2 backpacks and a canteen while on a daytime trip. The trip occurred when the group had left their camp near Chimney Top Landing to go bird watching. After reporting the incident to MPWC, the group ended their outing early and left the forest. As of this report, the culprit has not yet been identified, though one of the boys claimed the thief was the Antler Man and claims to have seen while bird watching. Okay, I think this is April 20th. A boy fell into a shallow ravine during an early morning run with his father. The father reported the child slipped on a rock due to the previous night's rain. Rangers treated the boy at the scene for a sprained ankle and wrist and then marked the area as hazardous. This is also in April, no idea what day. Several hikers reported hearing screams near Jones Camp Falls. When Rangers investigated, they were unable to find anyone in distress. Patrols plan to investigate the area regularly for the next few weeks.
Okay.
Still nothing about the map.
So nothing about
I just found some interesting details, but I don't know if they're about the map. I got one last thing to decode here.
Okay. Then John, you go one more time.
Yeah, let me give one more paragraph, Brandon. May 1st. An elderly hiker arrived at a ranger station under his own power, staunching severe lacerations on his neck and head. He claims that while walking he was struck by an owl. The lacerations were consistent with the talons of some of the local birds in the area, and a ranger was able to attend to his wounds and escort him back to town without further incident. Are you ready?
No.
Okay, I think this is May 6th. A group of archaeology students have handed over to the MPWC Rangers property uncovered during a dig. Rangers in turn released these items to the Burkittsville Sheriff's Office. Recovered items including various film production equipment contained within a duffel bag. So they found some of their stuff.
They found some of it, but
Yeah, you guys are over here.
I'm sorry, I was trying to help figure out what it was.
Yeah, the archaeology students uncovered some film production equipment.
Okay. Archaeologists, like they found it like underneath the ground, like archaeologist style?
Yes, they were digging.
Okay, that's what I meant. Are they archaeologist style are they digging? Alright.
Okay, well, I did find some stuff. There's another code right here, but
Is it more?
at least for this code, safety strategies for wildlife counters, it's on that page. Ray, number 1, says he knows the way, but then we always get lost. Is he doing this on purpose? 2, won't stop whispering at night. Says the whisper is coming from outside the van. I'm not an idiot. Read his little diary just now. Gross. Stickmen everywhere. More of them tonight. Rock formations. He's escalating.
Huh.
I feel like everything's on this. I'm just going to decode this part right here.
I'm going to continue reading. May 14th, a 19-year-old woman was rescued from a 20-foot gully in the eastern half of the forest. After rescue, the hiker insisted she had been in the ditch for 4 days with no supplies. However, her hiking permit indicated that she began her trek earlier that morning. This area is well marked as a danger zone and has been for centuries. Early settlers planted a circle of Quercus alba to mark the spot as a potential hazard for passers through. The woman claimed to have seen a distant figure watching from the trees too far away to properly identify. I couldn't see their face, but it looked like they were covered in twigs and leaves, like a cheap scarecrow. Her experience is likely a combination of malnutrition and the shock of the incident. No one else was reported passing through the area that day. This is May something. A young couple reported finding a hole in the ground with a foul smell emanating from within. They stated that the smell was akin to rotten meat or spoiled milk. Rangers were sent out to investigate and believed that the spot to be an abandoned skunk den. No carcasses were discovered, though rangers reported the smell lingered and quickly became overpowering enough to drive them to sickness. When a second pair of rangers investigated the area, there was neither a smell nor a den. The first pair of rangers recovered quickly after departing the area. This looks to be May 20th. While on patrol, rangers came across a woman who had wandered from the path. She appeared disoriented and possibly violent, but the rangers were able to calm her down and treat her for mild dehydration. By the time they had escorted her back to Burkittsville proper, she was able to articulate that she'd become lost on an afternoon hike and was able to return home under her own power. Also in May, hikers reported being approached by a young boy around 6 to 8 years of age near Rocky Flats. He reportedly told hikers he came from the house with the handprints but ran away before they could
is that
question.
skunk?
I think that's what I was thinking. I think it was skunk. Ran away before they could question further. The child did not match the description of any missing boy, and there are no intact houses in the forest. June 7th, it looks like. A 43-year-old woman reported being chased through the woods by a monster with long, stretched limbs. When asking for a more detailed description, the hiker fell into a state of shock and was unable to provide further actionable information.
Oh.
Hey, dude, this looks like a 43-year-old woman that was getting hunted.
This code I'm deciphering. How to find the rest of the map.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. I think this is our answer right here.
Oh, well, I'll keep the viewers
How to
entertained while you... okay. Where was I? Sure. Rangers suspect the monster may have been a Ursus americanus.
Ursus?
It looks like Ursus americanus suffering from mange. However, this incident will remain open pending further investigation. Also in June 11th, several food containers and beer cans were found near Chimney Top Landing by patrolling rangers. Rangers cleaned the area and issued a community statement on keeping the woods clean, as well as a safe hiking procedure. Later, sources indicated that a group of high school students skipped a day to party with the witch. Proper citations were issued. June 15th.
Party with the witch, dude.
Party with the witch. A visiting family of 3 reported seeing a sort of flare of red light in the trees to the south while hiking on Dutch Hill. Frightened by this display, they decamped and left before nightfall, reporting the incident to rangers upon their exit. June 20-something. The skeletal remains of a human hand missing its index finger were found by Ranger Harold Brennan near Dead Man's Rock. Brennan radioed the nearest tower and kept watch as authorities traveled to the scene. When officers from the Burkittsville Sheriff's Office arrived, the hand was nowhere to be found, though Ranger Brennan swore it had not moved since he discovered it. The incident is being investigated. So I think this is June 27th. A 23-year-old man reported a dead family of raccoons near his sit-in spot by the river.
Sit-in spot.
Around the southernmost bend in the creek. The carcasses were fresh and strewn about. He had speculated that it could be signs of large predatory animals nearby and informed the rangers. I think this is also June something. A broken drone of identified make and model with a camera attached was found by hikers near Pine Hollow and reported to MPWC. When rangers arrived, the drone was no longer at the scene. And that is it for that.
Okay, and then it looks like the last thing we gotta read until Brandon's on.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, there's more?
He's still going, dude.
I got my
Okay.
ration kit over here.
All right, dude.
Okay, so this is a permit.
Figure that one out for me.
There's a lot in here, but there's writing on this, and I think this is part of the scrap paper that they were talking about.
Can't be this.
So additional remarks. So conclusion. Request number 4337 for filming has been denied upon the grounds of potential reckless endangerment. The ruling of this permit is applicable to the entire Black Hills Forest, including the following areas at which frequent incidents requiring ranger intervention have occurred. Trespassing upon these areas will result in a heavy fine and charge of reckless endangerment with no exceptions. And there's a bunch of good places to scout. Chimney top landing, nice and high, poor visibility, dense foliage, mostly eastern white pine maybe. Dead Man's Rock, search party, God no. The ruins of Too Far, the Hermit. Jones Camp Falls, the Pale Thing, never. The Trench, good cover, but how deep? Oak Leaves, good for tender. Rocky Flats, hard to find, tough hike to get there. Tree line sparse, but maybe. Dutch Hill, the lights no. Pine Hollow, the most remote access water, maybe. And then the only other thing written on here is requested number in party 3, and next to it says you were never coming in.
Well, I don't know if this gave us what we were looking for. So the code on the other side, when to seek help. The code is how to find the rest of the map. Number 1, I left you a key. Number 2, she has the secret. Number 3, step up to the plate.
Well, this is the key, right?
She has the secret.
Hunted. It says hunted in here. So then what's that now? Hunted.
I left you a key. Did anything talk about a key?
We haven't read this yet. You still got anything?
I got one more thing. Oh, this is a bunch of writing in the back.
Maybe that'll help.
Hopefully. So yeah, this is I think this is just a rental for a car. Yeah, it is. They scratched out the plate number and wrote another plate number. The email address is completely scratched off. They got full coverage on this. I mean, they declined all the insurance on it.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
He said he didn't want no insurance.
Yeah, Ed Barrett. Okay. Woods listening, write it down. Stop, write it down. Not allowed to talk anymore? No, it hurt us before. Right from now on. Fine. Which way? West. How did we end up back here? Don't. You said to take you west. I took you west. Let's sleep in the van. No camp. Food? I'll check. You watch. And there's a drawing of the van. Do you see that? What are you talking about? Stay quiet. The lights. What are you talking about?
Is it in the
Everything's
headlights?
gonna be okay. Stay quiet. 21 bucks. It's cool. That's a lot. It isn't 4 days. I'll take your word for it. When we get out of here, let's just go to that play. Just try to sleep. Why were you whispering to me last night? I wasn't. Don't lie. I wasn't. And then it's don't lie scribbled out. And then it says let's just go. What's that? Want to stop? Ranger station. What a waste of time. You get anything? Papers, a list. Seem useful. Great. Paper. Weird dead rat thing and snail drool. Did you touch it? Accidentally. I followed the map, I swear. And why are we here again? The sun's still out. Why is the sun still out? How would I know? I didn't do this. Let's just try again. This doesn't make any sense. Why do we keep coming back here? I told you I'm not doing anything. I didn't say you did. And why are you mad? Because we're lost. We're staying here until I decide where to go next. We shouldn't have lied about the permit. We should have listened. And there's just like a bunch of other random drawings. I already read that one. I don't think there's any clues on that. I mean, I could
And
be
then you
wrong.
said-
Well, nothing that
You
sounds
said
like
something
leaving
about
a
the
key
play.
or
This has
stepping
gotta
up
be
to the
play.
plate.
This has got to be the play that we're talking about.
Alright, well, you see if you can figure something out.
This is just Anthony Rapinoe now playing. It just says tickets must be bought at the museum or online. The past lives on. Another warning from old Blair. There is some writing on this. This is literally just a brochure and normal about section, so I'm sure you guys, you literally don't, it doesn't say anything significant.
Oh, it doesn't?
No, just it literally the about section. Then it says all the names of the people in the play. Claire.
It looks like there's some writing on
No,
there.
the little writing I was gonna get to in a second.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But then yeah, it's just a brochure. But on the inside it says, oh, they're labeled days. I'll try to start from the beginning.
Hey, wait! Anthony Rapinoe.
That's what you stopped for?
That's
Yeah,
the
that's what he
guy.
looks like,
That's
yeah.
the guy.
Yeah, they actually show you what he looks like. It starts on day 3. She's not talking to me. Not allowed to open my mouth, apparently. This isn't my fault. Staying in the van until she decides it's safe. Who knows when that will be.
Plate.
Somebody from town is messing with us. Here rusting and whispering outside. Laughing like tree trunks scraping together. Day 4? She still won't let us leave. Why can't she trust me? Maybe this play will give her something to look forward to. It says day 5 with like day 4 scribbled out. No food left. Someone attacked the van last night. Only saw branches slamming against the windows. Told her I would protect her. Can I? Stupid sticks, things everywhere outside. I know they're real because she saw them too. Don't think it's people from town anymore. Day with a bunch of question marks. Gave her ideas, but she didn't care. All within an hour's walk. Dead Man's Rock, Jones Camp Falls, or Dutch Hill. All great, but she shut down every one. We need to go somewhere, anywhere. Screaming and more screaming outside the van all night. Then that laughing again. But the screaming sounded like me. Day, with more question marks. More stick people outside. More and more and more. I'm so hungry. Can't sleep. Not that I even should. Something's out there. Watching. Doesn't make sense what I thought I saw. Tall, skin like bark. Branches for antlers. Ed never said anything about this.
That's the other one probably.
And then on the inside, it says day with a bunch of question marks. A pile of rocks outside the van. Heard enough of Ed's Blair witch talk to know what that means. I just want to go home. Please let me go home. Please, 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 please. And then over here, it just says, she says she has a place. It's now or never. It's coming for us tonight. Ooh. So that must be over this.
Brandon and I just might have stumbled upon. Are you trying to unscramble those letters from the license plate?
Yeah, so there's in the original book it gives you like their possible codes, and one of them's this one. I don't think it is. I think it's the Caesar code.
There's also a
1 equals 1
plate thing here or whatever too.
Yeah, well this actually says the plate number.
Oh.
Yeah. And I think that's what we're looking for. We just now have to figure out. But instead of keeping you guys here while when they're just looking at us, like in a second we'll have the answer. So
E equals E. Tailpipe. Makes sense, don't it?
Tailpipe. That's a place on a car.
that
If I know one myself.
Basically, I just took this word, put it on top of the alphabet, put the alphabet in the other spaces starting at G, and removed hunted out of it, and matched up the letters, and it gave us tailpipe.
we have a message.
Let's try. Tell them to
wait,
check
is that,
tailpipe.
that's
Anyway.
the answer?
Hey, that was fast. I've
Wow.
been waiting near the impound lot. I'm pretty sure I can make it there. Give me 1 second.
He's gonna
I'll
jump the fence
call
and do an impound
what I
lot.
found.
And go
He's
into the
gonna call
tailpipe
us.
and go get the stuff. No way. Guy's a savage.
Hey, gotta keep it down. There's a cop at the front gate. I'm gonna hop the back fence. Hang on a second. Okay, I don't think anyone saw me. Okay, tailpipe. Good God. Man, this thing really is ruined. Good thing I have my tetanus shot. You were right. This is it. We can use this to figure out where they're going. I'm gonna send you a picture, then get out of here. I can't risk anyone seeing me. Oh, Check out the picture I just sent you. Hopefully, with the rest of the stuff in the package, you should be able to figure out where they're going. I gotta get out of here without getting arrested. Get back to me as soon as you can.
So we have to find out where they're going now?
Find out where they're going? Well, no, that had probably something to do probably with the,
Wait, no.
the thing that I was talking
Going
about.
back to the start, once you know where in the van to look for the next clue, send the location to me in the chat box.
Did you already do that?
Yeah, that's
Oh.
what just happened.
Oh, and that's just
This is the
This is the
second
map
half. Alright, so we're at the point now where we've read through everything again, looked through everything. We don't
Just
know
gonna
what
try
to
all
do.
these locations, I feel
Yeah,
like.
we're just gonna. And we've done this in the past. It's not cheating. It's a strategy.
It's a strategy.
So we're
It's
just gonna
high
try
IQ, that's what this
every
is.
single place.
That we
Dead
talked
our
about.
chimney top landing.
Send away.
Oh, it's sent.
Oh, you don't know what you're talking about.
Nope.
Nope.
He said no thank you.
He said
Dead.
she's definitely not there.
Dead Man's Rock.
Come on, whammy, whammy, whammy. No.
Come on, Ed.
What about
Jonas Camp Falls.
Jones Camp.
Is that it? No, the ruins.
The ruins.
Yeah, come on, B. Can I call you B?
Can I call you B?
What is short for B? Oh, that's not it either. Sick.
Jonas Campbell.
It's gonna be so funny if this is not it. Is it Jones or Jonas?
Jones.
Rocky Flats.
Hey, you don't start laming off of the
Rocky Flats is on the list.
That's also not it.
Trench.
Chimney Top Landing.
What did I just tell you?
You guys already did that?
Sure.
Dutch
Actually,
Hill?
yeah, we did. It's the trench.
Told you, I knew it. I knew it. It was easy.
Yeah.
Strategy.
It was easy.
It's
you
strategy.
said.
Okay, let's listen.
Hey, friend. The trench, huh?
Dude,
Oh
That makes
my
sense.
god.
there's a map.
Him
in
and
here.
Ray are hiding at the trench.
Is this the secret?
God,
Yep.
I hope they're alright. I keep calling and texting all of them. I know they can't be saying it, but still. This should be happening to me. Not because I was the one who brought them out here. I was the leader. Now, everyone's lost. And I can't go to Lanning for help. I have to be the one to go get them. Nobody else is gonna do it. Wish me luck, investigator. I'm gonna go get ready. Hopefully the next package I send you has some better news.
Dun dun dun.
Is he done?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
it.
Damn.
So it's
Okay.
good for us.
So, alright.
So we know where they're hiding. Still,
It's pretty tame.
still have no idea where the Kents are.
I was gonna say, still,
Still miss Tank.
are we gonna put this girl up on the
Well,
shelf?
Tank's alive, right? Tank's
As
chilling.
far as we
Tank
know.
better be chilling.
He better be.
He better be one happy boy.
Well, I think we only have 2 more episodes left on this
We're
series,
getting there.
something
We're
like that. We're
getting
getting
there.
to the end. So if there's any other Hunter Killer series that you guys want us to cover, let us know in the comments.
Definitely.
If you made it this far in the video, make sure you hit like, subscribe,
Hit them all.
keep updated with us in our updates, and we'll see you guys next time on our Blair Witch Hunter Killer series. Until then, Yooosin out.